All right, it's Sunday night. Romania Pro is done. Romania Pro was done this afternoon, but I did it. I'm doing this late because I had to work all day today. But it'll be up. It'll be ready for viewing before Monday. That much I can tell you. Romania Pro is done. Samson Dauda is your clear-cut winner. I mean, it was really no comparison as far as shape, symmetry, size, balance. But I gotta say, Tabani looked good. He didn't have the size or the same symmetrical proportions as Samson, but Beirut Tabani brought conditioning like nobody's business. I mean, he really pushed that conditioning, and he pushed it. And I was like, oh man, are they going to give it to this kid? Because he really came in shape. But Samson, obviously, he's just so big, it's overbearing with such a pleasing physique and so symmetrically sound that even if he's not 100% as far as conditioning, he's still going to win. I mean, it was just no contest. So let's check out some of the footage, because I love going to Instagram and see Ferdinando's page. All right. So here was Samson. I mean, just that shot alone. I mean, that shot is just, the guy is just, Samson Dauda is what you think bodybuilders should look like. Big, muscular, symmetrically sound, great V taper, great X frame, great muscle separation. So here to the right, you see Samson. First, second, it was Tabani. Third was Horse MD, which is a tremendous showing for his first pro show. This was his pro debut. Fourth was Nathan D'Asha. Nathan got smoked, son. Just saying, he didn't do as well as people thought because he was in a deep lineup now. And his fifth is Mohammed Foda, who I never heard of, but he had a pretty good showing. So let's check it out. Okay, here we go. All right. Here we go. This was prejudging. Right here, you got Samson. Right here, you got Tabani. Right here is Horse MD. Nathan, Foda, and Andrea Presti. It was a solid lineup. This did not this did not really let down. This was a solid lineup, and the guys came in shape. These were quality guys. Yeah. I mean, these guys really came. I mean, look, Samson was a clear-cut winner. Again, he the only shot you could probably say he lost was his rear double by. And even then, it's questionable. The only other person whose rear double by was comparable is Tabani. But you can clearly see that Samson is just a bigger person, wider. Even though Tabani was a lot more conditioned, this might be the only shot that Samson really lost. But every other shot, he takes the cake. I mean, it's just not even close, right? So let's see the other guys. Okay. So we saw what Samson looks like. Is this Tabani? I believe this is. Yes, this is Beirut Tabani. This guy's conditioning was phenomenal. I mean, look at those hamstrings and glutes and his back and the Christmas tree and the separation. I mean, this guy really came in. He was looking to prove a point. He was looking to prove, okay, I couldn't get to the United States, but I'm still a top bodybuilder. I mean, and he proved it. He certainly proved it. Let's see. Who else? Who came in third? Do we have any Horse MD footage? Not sure. But, all right, let's see Nathan. Look, Nathan's Nathan. Okay, he's a great bodybuilder. Okay, all emotion aside, he's a great bodybuilder. He could win your low to mid-tier pro shows easily. But once you put him in a deep lineup with a lot of talent like a Samson, a Tabani, and Andrea Presti, then he kind of falls out of the winner's circle pretty easily, right? I mean, he just doesn't have what those two guys have, and that is that great shape symmetry. That's when his high lats come into concern. That's when his hamstrings come into concern. But when you put him in a lineup like he's won in the past, where there's only one or two quality guys, yeah, he exposes the weaker guys. But you put him in a lineup with top tier guys, and he's the one that gets exposed. And he came in fourth. which I'm sure he did not want to come in fourth, but he came in fourth. Let's see. Who else we got? Do we got any Horse MD shots? I would like to see, because he was really good. Horse MD was really, really, he looked phenomenal. All right, well, let's check out RX Muscle, because usually RX Muscle has a lot of good footage as well. Let's check it out. Okay. No, of course they don't have any really. Is Tabani, who look phenomenal. There's obviously Samson was the winner. There's Samson again, who was the clear-cut winner. Let's see who. Okay, and then here is. Oh, this was pretty much the same shots that we looked at before, right? Anyway, okay, so that pretty much solves that. Okay, listen, everybody knew Samson was going to come in and wreck shit. Rumor has he's going to do the Prague Pro next week too. I don't know why he wants to do these things. I mean, hey, great, you want to compete and you want to get around. I mean, I guess I guess his thing is, well, I'm in shape. I'm not going to do the Arnold Classic. I'm already qualified for the Olympia, so I might as well rack up as many wins and paychecks as I possibly can, and then I go into a long off season. I do the Olympia. That's probably his mindset, and it's great for the fan because we love to see top guys compete in these shows. So Samson has proved beyond the shadow of a doubt that he is an elite, top, world-class bodybuilder that deserves to be on that Olympia stage in the top 3 and is clearly a Arnold Classic winner. He has pretty much proved to the whole world that he could hold his own in the best of the best at the Arnold and at the Olympia. Then you put guys like Tabani in, who has a very sad case of the fact that he lives in Iran and it's very difficult for him to get a visa. And Tabani was proving the same thing. Like, hey, I should be on that stage with him. And he did prove that. He came in fantastic shape and deserved second place. Horse MD, tremendous pro debut for Horse MD. Coming in third behind Tabani and beating Nathan Diasha and Andrea Presti, you're basically saying, all right, I'm the new blood coming up. Everybody better look out. And Nathan got exposed. Nathan isn't as good as people think he is, because when he's on stage with a deep lineup like this, he loses because he's exposed. His lats are too high, and he seems a little off, and his hamstrings aren't as deep, and he's not as hard as a guy like Tabani. And he gets so. I mean, clearly, if he would have done the Olympia, he probably would. If he would have came in 9th or 10th, that would have been a good day for him. But that being said, Muhammad Foda, I have no idea who he is. I mean, congratulations, you broke the top 5. I don't know if he's a pro. I have to do more homework about him. These guys, the Middle Eastern guys, they come out of the woodwork. There's just so much talent, and it's very difficult to keep your finger on the pulse. I understand that some people were saying that they didn't like the fact that his shoulders looked like they were filled with silicone and oil, which we're getting to the point where these things are ridiculous. I mean, so it's okay. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight, bodybuilding fans. Testosterone's fine. Deca, Winstrol, Trenbolone, Masteron, Primobolan, growth hormone, any kind of oral steroid, any kind of other injectable steroid I didn't mention, any kind of IGF-1, any kind of T3, T2, clenbuterol, any kind of illegal fat burner, that's all fine. The moment you do it, oil injections into the muscle, that's where we draw the morality line. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, if that's the case, then all the women bodybuilders, they can't have fake tits, they can't have fake asses, they can't have fake lips, they can't have fake. Give me a break. I mean, it's ridiculous criticizing somebody for using synthol when everything else is jerry-rigged internally as well, whether it's a drug or whether it's a T3 that increases your metabolism, otherwise, whether it's clenbuterol that burns fat, or whatever else they're using to try and get ahead. But the moment they use a synthol injection to try and get ahead, that's a problem. It's just baffling to me how that logic works. Anyway, all right. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. And I can promise you this, because I already spoke to him. The man, Samson Dowd, will be making an appearance. I will be having him on. I will be doing an interview after he came in third at the Olympia, and after he's going to knock down all these other European shows. Like, he's just going to ride right over him like a bulldozer. Anyway, till next time, people. Peace. His waist is I'm sorry. I apologize.